Hey, you guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday. First and foremost, I'm sorry that I did not hop on live yesterday, but I wanted to hop on YouTube for you guys. I had a video for last week that was supposed to be uploaded, but for some reason it wouldn't download. So if you get to see this video, that means that it allowed me to download it and post it to YouTube. So fingers crossed on that one. Also, you guys, I just need one more week. This will be my last week of really just focusing on my mental health. I've been working on a new daily routine, new morning routine. It's actually kind of similar to a routine I used to use 2 years ago. The only reason I got away from that routine was because my work schedule changed and I started working for myself. And for some reason I threw out the routine. I probably should have kept it. So I feel like once I get this routine back going and effective, which I literally started it today. I started it yesterday, but I tied some more things into it. So yeah, anyways, once I get to this week, I will be back on Instagram. I also will be working on content this week for next week. I'm gonna try to get content posted out this week though too, but I wanted to at least go over the market with you guys. And if you have any questions or anything, just leave them in the comments below, message me on Instagram, whatever you have to do. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I'm gonna go over 4 pairs. I'm actually gonna throw gold in too, because I know that you guys are always asking about gold. There's always that one person. So I'm gonna go over NzdUsd, which is already on the screen, GbpUsd, NAS100, Ripple, and gold. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is NzdUsd, 15-minute time frame. I actually marked this last night, yesterday, a little bit of in there somewhere. And it looks like it did what I was expecting, but it's retesting where I got my entry. So I'm actually gonna set an alert here. Hopefully it doesn't go off during this recording. It's very possible that it will hit it while we're still on here. But I'm gonna set an alert here because I believe that this might continue to buy. This could be a retest. The only way I would get in for the sell is if it were to break this level of structure. So for now, I'm looking for a buy unless I see a break of this potential demand zone. So quick analysis on NzdUsd. I'm waiting for a buy. Excuse me. I know that it had been selling all last week, but I believe that I might be able to catch a short-term buy. It is possible that it will continue to sell, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. I don't ever just get in the market because I assume it's going to, you know, do what I want it to do. I react off of what I see. So we will see what happens once price does decide to get back to this point. GbpUsd. Okay, because clearly there's zones on here. Anything up top? Oopsie. I hate when it does this. Like how? Let me refresh this. I don't know what just happened. TradingView be tripping sometimes. I don't know if it's just my TradingView that does this. I don't know if y'all ever have experienced the glitches that they sometimes have, but I swear sometimes my stuff be tripping. All right, so GbpUsd is definitely selling. I always trade the lower time frames. I haven't taken any swing trades literally since probably January, maybe February, but I haven't taken any swing trades. So why is it so, why? Can y'all tell I hate technology? I like love it, but hate it. Like, it's like, what would life be without it? But what would it be without it? Like, that question can go two ways. So this thing is definitely selling. Hopefully I can catch, you know what? I'm about to send this to the back because clearly it just want to be in the way so bad. My goodness. And bring this forward. So this could be on top. See how I did that? That thing was like hiding behind it and they did not want me to be able to grab it. Now, yeah, I do believe this is going to continue to sell. Very strong bearish candle there. It's price tested here, you guys. It pushed down, it retested. You got a bearish engulfing right here. And then it followed another bearish engulfing after this pullback. So this thing should definitely continue to sell. I'm going to set my alert so that this thing can let me know when it's done selling, or in this case, if it's going to continue to sell. I probably should put another zone. When you go on the lower time frames, I usually try to back test at least a month, whatever I can see, because the lower time frame, you won't find, sometimes you won't see anything. Like, everything is happening above my zones. So that lets me know that this thing might not sell that much lower. If it does, well, let me say when it does get to this point. If it does decide to sell, I'm just going to check the weekly just to see where it could go. Because obviously my zone is right here and this is where I'm waiting for it to go back to. So once it gets to that point, it could then go somewhere down here. So I'm going to, I normally do this on the weekly, on the 15-minute, but because I can't see any of this on the 15-minute, which y'all saw me just zoom it, I'm going to do it on the weekly. And now I did it super skinny too, you guys, because when I switch down, I don't want it to be this fat zone. Because the bigger you draw them on the higher time frame, the bigger they'll be on the lower. So now, see, that zone is all the way down here. So because I don't usually go that low, I'm just gonna bring it up just a touch because I know that there is some action that happened all throughout that point because I remember what I just saw on the weekly. So I'm gonna put that about right there. I try to keep my zones somewhat equally apart. Sometimes they'll get a bit smaller. It just depends. Or it could be because this zone can go up a little more. Let's see. Yeah, so let's pull that up here. I try to keep my risk reward ratio is usually for at least 50 pips. Like this one should be around 3 to 5%. It just depends. Let me see. Yeah, so it's over 5%. So yeah, I usually try to get 5%. So Can't wait for us to finish selling because it might keep selling. It might. Let me check the day trend. I usually trade zone to zone, y'all. So sometimes I don't check the trend. It just depends. The trend is always your friend though. So don't think I'm just out here just taking trades. I usually go by candlesticks. Like whatever candlesticks form my zone, and then you know that confirmation candle following, I usually go off of that. But definitely downtrend though. So I'm expecting to catch a sale possibly. So NzdUsd possible buy, depends on what happens when it gets to that level. GbpUsd is in the midst of selling. I'm gonna go to NzdUsd now. The reason why I am back looking at NzdUsd is because I just feel like I haven't been having it could be because of my mental health too, you guys. That's why I've been taking a lot of time to really just nip things in the bud and just get my mental health where it needs to be, because you cannot trade without having a strong mindset. And my mindset has been all over for various reasons, but that could be why my success has been but I just want to put NAS on my watch list so that I can have the option to trade it if I choose to. I'm gonna hide my MACD too, you guys. That's only there because of some videos I made for my course. MACD is really good, but I just don't like to have a lot of stuff on my charts. And if I need it, I could just unhide it, but I don't want to have all this stuff on my charts. So definitely can tell that this thing has been selling. Hold on, you guys, I'm gonna turn some music on. I had a message playing, but the message is over. So now I'm gonna put some music on. Y'all know I always got something playing in my background. So it's like therapeutic. Well, let me turn it down because I don't want YouTube to copyright me. But anyhow, so we can tell that, oh, I clicked the wrong line. We can tell that this sale started here, you guys. So this is where I would have preferred to have got that entry. And I even want to put it right there because I'm looking at this point. Now, as far as the target price, I know this price got here and it pulled back. It also created a bit of the demand zone here. Now, because that is super close to where price is, and because I believe that this thing could sell lower, I probably will go with this point. So I will put this right here. I actually want to make sure I put that like that. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna go that far back, you guys. I'm actually gonna go up to the 30-minute just to see. See, now I can see a little bit more. Yeah, so now that's probably a good tip for you guys, so you don't have to go all the way to the weekly to find these zones. And see, looking right there, it kind of has me wanting to move this up a bit. Because it like creates resistance here. I'm gonna keep this here for now because I'm probably not gonna trade NAS today. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much, but I kind of am in my mind, I'm thinking that I could move this up here, and that would have been the original entry. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Put that about there. Because if you notice, Price sold from here all the way down to here. And now it's like pulling back here, but it looks like it might test it again. I don't know though. I never take trades when it's like this. I need it to be at my zone so I can literally think like, okay, now I need to look for my trigger candle. What's next? Because right now what I'm thinking is, even if this were buying, then I'm thinking like I missed the buy unless it comes back down here for me to see what's gonna happen. So for NAS, it's in a sell right now. So I needed to come back down to the zone before I call anything on that. So let's go to Ripple now. I'm gonna delete this chart. I kind of wanna check the weekly first for Ripple, because I'm thinking about getting in a swing trade, possibly, because I believe something is gonna happen soon with this, whether it breaks out bearish or bullish. And because Ripple is like one of my most profitable pairs. And I say that because it's made me my most profit in one day. And that's why I'm probably going to take a swing trade on it soon. This might break out bearish. My song playing on. Yeah, different. Yeah, different. That's my song. Let me not get too into it, because YouTube might be like, what? And I'm like, yeah, playing it right off y'all stuff in the background. But let me stop, because I'm not trying to be copyrighted. Yeah, so this is looking like it could possibly break out in a bearish pennant, but I don't know, because you know pennants can go both ways. And the reason I deleted that is because it just looks weird when you draw it on the lower time frames. Let me, first things first, I'm gonna put my zones on here, y'all, because I literally was just marking out chart patterns, but I didn't even identify my zones. So let's see. Yeah, see, so this is like one of those, like, if it breaks this point, it's gonna keep selling type thing. So if it breaks this point, I'm definitely going to, look for that potential next sale. Because I was supposed to, you guys, see, and this goes back to my mental health thing. Like, y'all, I would have had the most amazing signal for us. I literally had got in for the sale, but because my entries have been so off, it's just like one of those, it could have been a good trade, but it turned into a bad trade because my entries was off. And I just never got back in. So yeah, I put this zone down lower because I kind of believe it's possible that it can go back that low, which would be absolutely insane. But I truly believe, because Ripple has got out of that lawsuit that they're in, that if it does go that low, you guys, it's gonna be the most insane buy ever. And it's because Ripple can finally do what it needs to do. Like, I'm a firm believer that if Ripple never went through those SEC lawsuit, and it's been in that lawsuit for, as far as I know, the last 3 years. I don't know what happened prior to that, because I wasn't even in the market and I wasn't even a Forex trader until literally 3 years ago. So anything prior to that, I don't know. But from the time I did get into this, And I started investing in Ripple on my Coinbase. They literally put it under a lawsuit. No, they removed it from their platform because of the SEC lawsuit. And they finally passed that lawsuit 3 years later. So I believe that had none of that happened, and had it never went through that lawsuit, that it would be up there with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other top cryptos. So I really think some good things are gonna happen with Ripple this year, because they finally are not in the shackles of lawsuits and stuff. So what I'm gonna do though is, just in case this thing doesn't go this low, I'm actually gonna put this alert up here, because if it breaks that point, or even if it reaches that point, I might catch the rest of this sale, because this is a really good sale, even though it is in between my two key levels. And the only reason I'm gonna say that is because I probably can go down to like the 15-minute, and I probably can catch a trade like that. So I'm not really I'm not tripping. I'm just gonna watch it and see what happens. I think the as far as executing any trades today, I'm probably gonna execute on NzdUsd, or even GbpUsd. So yeah, and I actually want to move this. Excuse me. I'm debating, do I want to put it there because that's where the sale took place, or do I want to put it here because there's 3 points where it tested? I think I'm gonna go with that one. And I'm gonna put this down here. I try to keep these little 3 things down here, because the further back they are, the harder it is to find them, and then I can't move them, and then I have to redo my chart and stuff, which, I mean, it's fine, but who wants to do that if you don't have to? So now I just put those zones in there. Now, of course, what is this data error? Now, of course, I have those main levels that I did on the weekly. So these are like what I would consider the higher time frame, you guys, your supply and demand. Anything on the lower time frame is like support and resistance. These are like the minor, anything in between the main levels, basically. And I'm not considering not important, because they are, but the higher the time frame, the more accurate your analysis will be as far as long term and understanding the bigger picture. So I put an alert up here because I feel like this thing might go up a little higher. If it doesn't, then I mean, hey, I'm not trying to get in just yet anyway, so we will see. I'm actually gonna put one down here too, just in case it doesn't, you know what? No, I'm gonna put it like right here, because if it breaks this this point and this point, then it's creating a level, the next level of structure, which would be the lower highs being produced for the overall downtrend. So if it goes that far, then yeah. But I don't know though, because I might not take Ripple, because I do $100 challenges, you guys. So I have to keep my risks very appropriate. And I don't know if I would take a $15 risk. That's like over 10. Oh, well, 1% is $1. Yeah, so that's like literally a lot. That's like 15%. And that's like too much of a risk. So might not even take this trade just yet. I might just watch it. There's nothing wrong with watching setups, because I'm going to use NzdUsd to build my account. And then, once I get to my at least $200. I'll take this trade. So Ripple is on standby. It might retest this 78-cent level. If it does that, then at that point, I might consider this trade because I can make this risk smaller. But for now, I'm just watching it just to see what's going to happen. Last but not least, the best for last, y'all, gold. Now, last week, I was looking at it and I was saying that it, first of all, okay, I'm like, do I not have zones? So, okay, so yeah, this is doing what I said it would do. So, I was saying that this thing moves zone to zone, but I was also saying that it's very possible that this thing can go back up here. But from the looks of it, it looks like you could have caught a short-term buy, but overall, it should be in a long-term sell. So if you notice, it started the sell right there, went down, and it pulled back to this point, and now it looks like it might be creating this lower high. So this should go down about like that. It might even start to push past it finally, because it's already in the middle, and you know, gold usually push strong. So this thing could possibly, not even possibly, it's going to continue to sell. Yeah, I trade long term. So if you trade short term, you could possibly be in for the buy at the moment. But what I will say is I would consider trailing your stop loss if you are in for a buy, because it should be respecting this trend. And just to even draw that out differently, because sometimes the trend line be playing, but it should be doing something like that. So it's probably not going to break that overall level of structure, because it looks like it's respecting producing those higher highs and lower lows. I mean, lower highs and lower lows. I just know I'm not the only one that says that wrong. I don't know why I keep burping, y'all. I didn't even eat anything today. I skipped breakfast. That's probably why I'm burping. It's like the starvation burp. There's like those full burps, like when you know you just ate and you know you're all full now. And then there's me with the starvation burps because I haven't ate yet today. But it's okay. I'm gonna probably eat sometime after this. I'm trying to pick the colors I want of these. Yeah, I have terrible OCD. Like, I be trying to make my stuff so aesthetic as possible. Tell me I'm a content creator without telling me I'm a content creator. Like, I try to make stuff so cute and just so pleasing and appealing to the eye. But anywho, this thing should be selling, you guys. This should very much well be producing its next bearish candle. If you look at it closer, if I delete this, you'll notice that this candle right here, it tried to push up and buy, but it closed out in a rather weak bullish candle. So as long as I'm correct with that, this thing should continue to sell, you guys. And it would be something like this. Like, if I were to take this sell, my first instinct would be, okay, if this thing goes past this point, then it's definitely gonna test this supply zone up here. But as long as it respects that that little shooting star, whatever that candle is, I don't know. I just know it means it's not a strong buyer's candle. As long as it respects that, this thing should sell. And me, the way I trade, I would do my target price for this zone. And then once you get a break and a retest, I would then go in and catch the rest of the sale, because it should go all the way down to 1760. And I say that because of the weekly time frame and what it's done in the past. So go by what you see before you try to ride it that far down. This is like almost 3%. So anything past that, you just want to be sure that it's going to sell that long before, you know, getting in and riding it that long. Or you can even trail your stop loss. So like once you get down to this point, move your stop loss and then, you know, let your stop loss run the trade for you so that it's a risk-free trade. And at that point, you can also change your target price to the next target price, but just make sure your stop loss is in profit, just in case it, you know, reverses. So that is the market for this week, you guys. And I hope you have an amazing, profitable week. I promise. Next week we'll be on live. But I'm just happy I could do this for you guys. And like I said, if you got to watch this video, it made it to YouTube. So see you next time.